shot away, score! Daniel Alfredsson ends the game in overtime and sends the Ottawa Senators to the Stanley Cup Final for the first time in franchise history.
Welcome to Sense Talk. My name is Brendan and I'm your host. Before we get started, please follow us on Twitter at SenseTalk_. Now let's get started. The Ottawa Senators, coming off a 6-game winning streak, are going against the Tampa Bay Lightning in Ottawa for a 3-game homestand. Craig Anderson was diagnosed with a lower body injury before this game, so Mike Condon was the starter for the Ottawa Senators. The extent of Craig Anderson's injury, it has not been determined yet, but hopefully he will not be out for long. We do know Mike Condon did save the Senators' season, and he can roll with the Senators and get us into a playoff spot. For how long, we don't know. Anderson's out. Condon could hold the boat until Anderson's back. We know that already, so don't be worried. Unless Condon, God forbid, gets injured, then it's Drager, then get worried. But that won't happen. Let's get started into the game. 3:05 in, a shot off Condon. The rebound, he couldn't hold on. Brandon Point puts it in, his 12th of the year. This one assisted by Dotchin and Coburn. 1-0 Bolts 3 minutes into the first. And just like that, in the second period, 2 minutes in, Tommy Wingels absolutely fires it past Andrei Vasilevsky. No chance for him after a turnover off the referee. 2 Lightning players fall down, all alone for Tommy Wingels, who fires it slap shot past Vasilevsky and in. This one is unassisted. His 7th of the year. Ottawa is tied up at 1 on a beautiful goal by Tommy Wingels. Let's go to the third period where Mike Condon made absolutely spectacular saves. He made a big save on Kucherov. He made a couple of big saves on the Lightning, a 2-on-1. In fact, he made a big save, another big save, and then the guy was all alone on Mike Condon, and he stopped him point blank, and then Brassard put it away from on the goal line. The Senators fans had a moment of standing ovation for Mike Condon as he made maybe like 7 Save of the Year candidate saves just in the third period alone. He alone stole the point for the Ottawa Senators, and he played spectacular, making some of the best saves I've ever seen live. And I'm not underestimating that. You watch some highlights of his saves, absolutely magnificent. It was incredible, some of the saves he made, and he kept us in it and got us the extra point. We had a power play to end the game. We didn't get anything on it, and in overtime, Carlson was gassed, meaning he had no energy left. A 2-on-1 practically. Victor Hedman put it past Condon in for the Tampa Bay Lightning win, as Carlson couldn't get there in time. This one assisted by Andrei Palat. The Lightning beat the Senators 2-1, ending their 6-game winning streak. And if it wasn't for Condon, the Senators would not have gotten anywhere near this. In fact, if it wasn't for Condon, the Senators would have lost probably 5-1, to be honest. The Senators did not play with their system. They didn't play well at all. If it wasn't for Mike Condon, the Senators didn't deserve a single point out of this game. This one goes to Condon for sure for the extra point to keep us 1 point behind Montreal in the standings race, because we really didn't deserve a point. We didn't play our system. It was very, very bad. Too many chances for Tampa Bay. Clearly, as if you watch the highlights of Condon saves, you could see that. I don't know how he hit the post probably 3 times. I don't know how Condon stopped like 8 of those goals. It could have been like 8-1, I'm telling you. Lightning got robbed, and they're lucky they got the win because nothing was going in their favor tonight. So the Lightning did win. The final shots on goal, 14-11 Ottawa after the first period. 11-6 Tampa Bay after the third period, 9-12 Tampa Bay after the third period, and 3-3 tie in overtime for a final tally of 37-32 Lightning. Senators look like Dave Cameron defense, which means no defense at all, just lots of chances both ways. It was exciting hockey, but that's not how you win games. So luckily, the Senators have allowed less than 2 goals in the past 7 games on a 7-point game streak. 6 of those games we've won. 1 of those games we lost in overtime. So it's been a very good stretch by the Ottawa Senators, but they need to clean up after this game. After having a 2-day break, that's not acceptable to have a third period like that, giving the Tampa Bay Lightning 4 or 5 opportunities to score. Here are the team stats. Ottawa won 59.6% of the faceoffs for 34. Tampa Bay won 23 for 40.4. Power plays, Ottawa won 0 for 2, and Tampa Bay went 0 for 1. Very disciplined game. Hits for 29-27 Ottawa. Mark Borowiecki has not returned to the lineup yet. Bobby Ryan and Kyle Turris returned to the lineup for this game, and Anderson was, as I said, out. So those were the updates. And Mark Stone is week to week, which is big. But if it wasn't for Burroughs and Stallberg, we'd be in a bigger boat. But since we got Ryan and Turris back, I'm not too worried. Hopefully Stone will be back sooner than later, hopefully before the end of March. and shots 32-37 Tampa Bay. 3 stars of the game. The third star, Tommy Wingles, the lone goal for the Ottawa Senators, 1 goal, a plus rating 12-18 on the ice. The second star, Victor Hedman, 1 goal, 2 penalty minutes, a plus 2 rating, 25 minutes on the ice. And the Sens Talk YouTube star of the night and the first star of the game, Mike Condon, had the overtime loss, 35 saves and 37 shots for a .946 save percentage. Possibly some of the best saves I've seen live on a hockey game ever. And probably maybe save of the year candidates for sure. Absolutely spectacular. Still the point for us. Mike Condon, the Sens Talk YouTube star of the night. The attendance tonight was 16,894. Not bad considering there's a blizzard right now in Ottawa. And it's a Tuesday night. So, plus it's also March break. So, a lot of people are out. So, not a bad attendance. Attendance is back to where it usually used to be. So, that's better. Here are the standings as follows. Montreal lost today, which was a huge loss for us. Not loss for us. Huge gain for us. As since they lost today. They lost today to the Chicago Blackhawks. I believe it was 5-2 the score. So, with that, they now have 86 points. They play 70 games. We have 2 games at hand on them. They're 39-23-8 for 86 points. Ottawa with the point today. 68 games played, 2 points behind Montreal. 39-22-7, 85 points, 1 point behind. 69 games played, 1 game in hand on Boston now. 37-26-6, 80 points, 5 points ahead of Boston. That's huge. Tampa Bay, 69 games played, 34-26 and 977 points. They're finally in a playoff spot now, so they may get that second wild card, stealing it from Toronto, who's in 68 games played, 31-23-14, who lost 7-2 to the Panthers today. The Leafs do suck. We have to remember that. They have a good young core, but they're not making the playoffs this year. It's too young. Anderson's not playing. It's very inconsistent. Frederik Anderson's very inconsistent. I don't see them making the playoffs. Tampa Bay's been too hot. And the Islanders have been hot as well. I don't think they have a chance. Florida, 68 games played, 30-27-11, 71 points. Buffalo, way out of it. 69 games played, 28-29-12 for 68 points. Detroit, 67 games played, 26-30-11, 63 points. They're definitely out of it as well. So thank you all for watching. I really appreciate your support. And please follow us on Twitter at @SensTalk_. So thank you all for watching. Please follow us on Twitter at @SensTalk_ for live Twitter updates for the games and, of course, breaking news. Please like us on Facebook at SensTalk. Add our search circles on Google Plus at SensTalk. Click the big red button down there and subscribe to us. Like this video. I'd really appreciate it. And share this video wherever you share cool stuff on Twitter, Facebook, etc. Please check out our website, senstalkcentral.com. I would really appreciate it. Check out our Instagram sponsor, sens.central. Please check it out. They post the latest updates for the Senators. If you're on Instagram more than Twitter, give us a follow on Twitter and give them a follow on Instagram. And of course, click right here for the Sens Talk YouTube video and right here to subscribe to us. Thank you all for watching. The Ottawa Senators lose to the Tampa Bay Lightning 2-1. And in fact, I forgot to tell you this, but in the last 10, the Ottawa Senators are 39-22-7 is their record. In their last 10, they're 7-2-1, and they've lost 1 in a row in overtime. The next game is Thursday, March 16th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time versus the Chicago Blackhawks. So I'll see you then. The Senators lose 2-1 to the Bolts. See you next video. Go Sens, go.